you will grow into the amount you charge. I remember one of my first clients booked a sales training day. I said, Pete, we want you, we only want you. How much do you charge? And I said £200. But I thought that was a lot of money back then because I was only thinking of my own needs. If I could earn £200 a day and work 5 days a week, well, that's £1,000 a week. It's very good money. Well, number one, I'm never going to be able to deliver 5-day sales training a week every single week. It's just not feasible. I'm selling all my time. And number two is that is chronically undercharging. So I rocked up on the day, it was a Tuesday, and I'd spent 40 quid or something to get the train over there. And I walk in and the business owner looks at me and she says, what are you doing here? I said, I'm here to do the sales training. She goes, yeah, it's not today, it's Thursday. What are you doing here today? So, cutting a very long story short, the training didn't go ahead and she refused to pay the invoice. So not only did I lose a client, I lost the £200, I lost the day traveling over there. It was just a big lesson. And all this chronic undercharging led me to needing to get a job. So I took a job. It was one good decision that I made as a corporate trainer, working with big brands, the biggest in the world, traveling all over the place. And they paid me a base salary. I had no commission, no bonus. So I was paid, whether I did 5 days training a week or 2 days training a week, I was paid the same. But what was interesting is that I could see how much they were charging their clients for me to go in and do sales training. Wow. Let's just say it was more than my monthly salary. So I decided, okay, I'll do this for a year. I ended up doing 18 months. I built my confidence. I started to see how to work with bigger brands, some of the biggest in the world, how you go and get a contract like that, and all that good stuff. I got a lot more competent at what I did as well. And then when I quit my job, the next day after I left, something interesting happened. I got an inquiry from a gym and they said, we desperately need you to come and do sales training. And I was like, wow, this is weird. I'm thinking in my head, quit my job yesterday or left my job yesterday. And they said, how much do you charge? And automatically I went to a tiny fee, this tiny amount. But then before I said it, I said out loud the amount that the company I just worked for 18 months, what they would charge. And there was a pause on the phone. And then he says, over the phone, this gym manager, he said, woof, we have heard you're the man for the job. Can you come in on Thursday? That's exactly what happened. I went in on Thursday. There was no mix-up of days. The team were ready for the training. They were extremely well behaved. It's one of the most fun days I'd ever had because I was earning a good amount of money, more than my monthly wage for a day's training. And that was the beginning of completely changing the trajectory of my life and my business, because at that point, once I started charging that amount, I never looked back. Once you charge properly, you will never look back again. Now, I'm all for you selling for £1. Just don't give your time, your energy, and all your expertise away for that amount. And if you're going to sell for £1, make sure you can go and sell 100,000 of them, make 100 grand, or at least 10,000 of them, right? I've got products that are 40, 50 quid, but they just sell in the background. They require none of my time. I just wake up in the morning and I've had maybe 5 or 6 sales go through overnight, and I made another 200-300 quid while I was sleeping. And that's wonderful. I did the work once and I get paid for it for years to come. In fact, one of my products I charge £48 for, I think it's 48 quid. That's been paying for the last 4 years, I think. Great. Some days we sell none, other days we sell 10. And I don't put any energy into it. So what we don't want to do is become a chronic undercharger and charge £50 an hour, always giving our time away with no real plan or strategy to increase your prices. Because then what you do is you condition your clients, you condition them to be cheap. We create our clients, we create high value clients, and we also create cheap clients. Most people don't realize this. And we do it through how we charge. It's a big part of it. So I wanted to think about this for today because it's such an important way to grow. Again, I'm not saying don't charge £1, go for it. Just don't give all your time and energy away and your expertise. But once somebody has access to you, wow. And there's more to this. I'm all for case studies. You don't just want to go in cold with your first client, charge a lot of money. I'm all for building out the experience and all that good stuff. There's a lot that goes into this. But for now, remember, you will grow into the amount that you charge. And if you charge a small amount, you will have the same worries, fears, anxieties, behaviors, body language, tone of voice as somebody who massively undercharges. And if you charge properly for your expertise, and it's done in the right way, then you will grow into the body language, the tone of voice, everything of how somebody charges properly. And that's my best advice for you today. Have a good one. See you later.